Sorry. All right, ready?
Mm-hmm.
Today's guest is someone really special to me. Happens to be my sister, creative, super creative, creative content creator. I get all of my inspiration cinematically. All my
Oh,
cinematic inspirations from her. She's also a YouTuber. She has her own YouTube channel now, so go ahead and check her out on YouTube. It's just Angie Bats.
it
I
should
don't-
be the YouTube channel is called A Shift is Happening. And then the at is Angie Bats, two E's and two
Gotcha.
Z's.
Yeah. So yeah, Angie. So today, pretty much, we're gonna go over a couple things. First of all, you're our first guest, so we have a lot of new guests that are gonna be on the podcast, and I can't wait to interview them. But we're gonna have a couple guests, but you're our first guest, which is awesome. I'm so glad, being that you're my sister and you helped me create a lot of videos and stuff like that, and come up with ideas because we brainstorm a lot, right?
Yes, yes. I feel like always wanted to do content, so I'm happy to officially be on your channel, on your podcast,
Yes.
and I love all this new equipment you got going on, and excited to
Yeah, on the
jump in.
table we have a couple of things, but before we get into that, yeah, let me just tell you pretty much what the episode's gonna be about today. We have some, footage reaction. I'm gonna show you some footage right now of one teaser trailer that we did of one that Angie's actually filming and direct. Well, she directed and filmed a short film based on the LA Marathon that just happened, and it was when I was running it. Oh, sorry. So that I was running it, and she made a short film off of that. So we're gonna take a look at that, the short trailer that I did. I even named it. Angie doesn't know the name that I put on it.
Yeah, I still don't
Um,
know anything
but
about it. I'm
obviously you could
excited.
change it, bro. It's your creation. I just wanted to put something on it just because of the style. You'll see the style of the trailer.
Okay.
So you'll be like, oh, that's why he had to put a name on it. So footage reaction. Then we have we're gonna talk about the DJI Minis right now that we're currently using, and it is connected through the gimbal. It's the gimbal, I think like Pro 7 or 7P, something like that. And it's connected through the little sensor it has. All I had to do was put a USB C to USB C. In the beginning, we were struggling
These
because
are so
it couldn't
good though.
connect.
They're very cute.
They're really
They're very
cool.
cute and tiny.
And yeah, with the USB C, that's how it connected. Next, and then after that, I'm gonna talk to you about AI footage. I got some AI footage clips that I have saved, and I'm gonna show you. And it's footage made out of AI, but I just
Where
want
did you
this.
do the AI? Through Chat GBT or what?
No, it's a reels through Instagram. Just scrolling through Instagram, finding crazy AI footage, like
Oh, okay,
so
okay.
like content pretty much made from AI.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
And you added it to the trailer?
No, 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 no. This is like different subjects we're gonna talk
Oh, okay,
about,
okay.
and
Got it,
then
got it.
Chat GPT. Oh, yeah, yeah. So, and then we're gonna talk about Chat GPT, which is something that you're got into recently, and which I want to hear your side. Of how you use it, maybe for like YouTube. Give also the audience, because also people that watch us, they know us through M Media too. So people that
Mm-hmm.
are watching through Everything Podcast, Angie and I also have M Media, and pretty much we make like footage, we make episodes on that channel talking about equipment to help people get right equipment. Like, so right now in front of us we have a couple of things: a phone cage, action camera. This is a V&D filter, by the way, Angie, of the small rig that goes right here, and then the microphone. So we make all
Small
those
rig and
footage,
DJI.
all that content for M Media, which is also on YouTube. But yeah, so we're gonna go through that, and Chat GPT. I mean, also too, you're gonna. I would like to hear how you've used what you told me earlier about how you used Chat GPT on how you asked it to get like better views, and then you went with the title, right? That's how you went
Mm-hmm.
with it.
No,
But
yeah,
just
it's super, super helpful in all areas of planning content, um, kind of helping you improve your titles, and you could even tell it to, like, I feel like for me it's very important to keep the integrity of my work. Like, of course, never getting somebody else's work. That's the whole, like, I guess, contradiction and problematic side about AI. A lot of artists feel like their art is being stolen through that. But AI using ChatGPT is more so just kind of like your own little project planner. So for example, yeah, with like the titles and stuff, like I feel like some of my old titles weren't really hitting. And so, after a few months of my videos sitting on barely like 20 views, I updated the title and it somewhat made a difference. I think making little adjustments like that and looking for help in any way, whether it's through other content creators or your friends or ChatGPT, I feel like in any way you can improve and update your videos that are already sitting there for a while, I think it's worthwhile. It's not always about the new stuff that you're posting.
Hell yeah. Yeah, and then that's what I also want to ask you about, when we get into that subject of how, other plans you might have too, of maybe future plans of how to use it. But last but not least of it, we're going to get into Chat GPT and AI, but the dangers of it. So we're going to talk about possible dangers of that, whole intelligence. So you ready to get started? We're literally haven't even
Yes,
gone through it
sir.
on the podcast.
Yes,
We're
sir.
gonna nail this, but right now we're gonna let's do a little break because I want to check. Also, I
Okay.
gotta airdrop the footage from the iPhone that I'm currently filming. Right now we're
Oh,
filming
okay.
this with the iPhone connected with the DJI 7P gimbal and the
Bring
footage
it
is
onto
from
the
that.
iPad. Oh,
Yeah,
I see. I see.
I'll airdrop it to this, and then we could see it like that, and then you could get our your reaction.
Reaction.
So
Okay.
cool.
Okay.
All right,
Sounds
let's do
good.
it. Let's do this. So Angie, I'm gonna show you some footage right now. One is gonna be a Apple trailer. So like we were talking about. Oh, sorry, car. So like we were talking about earlier about your video, the one that you're making. The short film. This is a little trailer that I have, and I'm just gonna show you as just an idea, and yeah, let me know. And it's kind of like cool just because I get to practice on creating trailers. That one's gonna be pretty much of um, the iPhone. But now I want to also talk about the DJI Osmo Action 5 Pro camera compared to the iPhone 16 camera in cinematic mode. So that's what I'm gonna show you. And both of them, it's of the new shoe I was telling you about, the UNC ones that just came out, the reimagined ones.
So this video is gonna have footage of that too.
Yeah, of those shoes. You don't even know how they look because you're not a
Yeah.
sneakerhead at all, right?
But this trailer, so it's a combination of what I filmed on the iPhone
No,
and
they're
then.
two separate videos that we're gonna
Oh,
do.
okay.
I'm
Okay.
just
Okay.
letting you know we're gonna look at those two. So let me show
Okay.
you right now the trailer for the pretty much it's like a small film, right, for
Yeah.
a short film shot on iPhone.
Yeah.
And
So I guess just more context about this short film. I had
yeah,
filmed it on my iPhone 16 Pro Max and using cinematic mode, and it's basically about Junior's, aka Mario, his journey with his running career, his running lifestyle, and yeah. So this is the first time I'm watching this. I've never watched this before, so I'm ready.
yeah. So we're gonna get that, and also too, you use the small rig, right, to film this when you were
For
at the barber shop. Um, you
Yes, so
used
there are
the
some clips that I did use the small rig to stabilize all the shots, and then there were some free-handed, but everything is just on the iPhone 16 Pro
So
Max.
I'm gonna be like leaning over, guys. And but yeah, and you used the small rig to film the handheld, and also to the marathon ones. That was all with the iPhone 16. The ones that
Yeah.
you,
No, everything on this short film is with the iPhone.
yeah, cool. So just wanted to clear that up. Let's get into it. Let me know what
But
you
this
think.
but this trailer is all edited by you.
Yes, and then you could talk like literally talk over it if you want to.
Okay.
The for everybody that wants to watch the unedited, the non-commentary track or the non-podcast track, it's gonna be on M Media YouTube channel. We'll have that linked down below. And yeah, so let's get into it.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Second question.
I love these bike shots.
Do you think hair holds memories?
Oh my
and
god.
if so, what did you get rid of today?
Wait, what?
Do you think hair holds memories?
That's
and
like
if so,
that.
what did you get rid of today?
Yeah, hair definitely like can
These are so good, Jun.
memories. You know what I mean? For me, like I guess what I got rid of today, getting this haircut was, just kind of like Brandon.
I love the
letting
music.
Go of all the training that I did, letting go of all that stress that I went through to get to the musician.
Oh my God, June, these are so good.
I think I did 24 miles. Confident going into this marathon, and not only that, but just like being sure of it.
Let's go, Mario.
Oh shoot! Me letting go of the past and like I said, one of those.
This is so good.
All the hard work that was put into the training, but also to all the stress and all the self-doubt that was in there, and yeah, allowing me to go further in life. Look, that's me.
Like that is you.
Beyond running, you know, involves business, life, you know, personal stuff, personal growth. So yeah, it's all tied together. That's how I see drop. Title drop.
These are so good, Junior.
You don't have to go with it. Yeah.
Is it on loop? No, it's on loop.
Yeah, so let's have it.
Oh my God, that's so
muted.
good, June. That is so good.
So we're gonna have it muted right now.
I love the
Let me
music.
start it all the way from the beginning and
It's
just kind of
like-
give you a rundown of what you're seeing. So it's a short film on iPhone. The shots. What do you think of the shots of the motorcycle shots?
No, these are really good. The motorcycle shots, it was all you for sure. On your iPhone 16 Pro too.
All on the iPhone as well. Yeah, and then I put Media, an Angie Betts original. Brandon helped me film this little shot, but I think this shot looks
Shout out
almost
to
like a
Brandon.
movie right there.
No, yeah, this is really good. I didn't even think about that. I was like, how
Yeah.
did you even get that shot?
And then like detail shots of like the cut itself,
That's such a good shot of him.
and those were your. And then
And
these are
this
the
is
shots
so
of
cool, like the found
people that
footage.
gather when
Not
I
found
was
footage,
running.
but it looks like, you know,
Found
film.
footage almost?
It's like film.
Yeah, and then when I went to go pick up the bib and stuff, and this is the day of the marathon. I think when I'm talking in the movie or the trailer, I mean, the reason I said about memories and I hold like
That's such a good shot too.
yeah, it's just like all the people.
This is all the footage I
are
wanted you
doing
to
it
send
for
me.
that same reason. What's up?
Those are some of the footage that I wanted you to send me. Like now, it makes sense. Like with this, like with the music and everything layered, because it's been so hard for me to like even edit this, because there's so much footage that I have, but I don't know how to like construct. I don't know how to construct. Like I know how I want it to feel, and this is how I want it to feel. Like I want it to feel emotional. You know,
too, the music that I chose was like jazz. I'll have the music down in the.
Where did you get it?
Below.
Where did you get
It's
it?
not through like non-copyright music finder or whatever on Google, and then it shows you all of the music. And honestly, I just got it through YouTube.
Well, yeah, YouTube has his own library of copyright
but I got it
music.
my way, though. You know my way.
Looking up
Something
songs.
like no, don't give the secret.
Oh, okay.
But
Well,
anyways, yeah. So what do you think of the trailer? First trailer.
no, it's fucking awesome. Like
And-
I want to post it now.
iPhone shot. You know what I mean? Do you like the title?
What was this? What were these shots? What was that? Like
when we were at,
was
running
that
the 24
was that?
miles
But
training.
what was that shot in?
Oh, those were Androids.
Interesting.
Should I put on the bottom like Androids? That's why it looks so choppy because Androids, suck. But whatever.
But it kind of added to the aesthetic in this
It looks
case
cool, right?
because it's like a
And I also
flashback.
added the black blocks. The
Oh, yeah, the
lettering,
HD.
The letterings or what they're called.
The
letterboxing.
letterbox. Nice.
But yeah, man. So pretty much, yeah. I think it's been on loop for the last few bit. Let's get into the next one, right? So
Yeah.
like this so far. What do you think?
Send
of the
this to
title
me.
before?
Send this to me.
What do you think of the title?
So I mean that's what we were planning on titling it.
But like the whole movie, I
Sub
thought,
4.
like, I don't know. I think
And
this
then
will
I guess you guys
have
will
an
figure
open,
out why
like-
it's called Sub 4 in the first place later.
So yeah, let's get your reaction to this trailer.
The good thing is that we can hear it stop.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, they're nice. It's just they're pre-distressed. They kind of look like they've been sitting for 30 years. Like you notice it's like cracking. It's like on purpose.
The retail was 180.
I love the POV, dude, with this. The Action 5, like, it has a really cool, like, wide lens.
Look at the detail shots right now.
Yeah, this is so good.
And
Ooh,
that
I like
detail-
the text.
Oh yeah, that's just
Yeah,
like
this is
info.
dope. This is dope. I'm not really a sneakerhead or anything, but the aesthetics of this so far are really
Look
good.
at the details that the camera's picking up, and that's what the Action 5.
Did you color grade this already?
Yeah.
Okay, it's nice. I really like the colors.
All I did was adjust the adjustments.
No, yeah, this is really good. That's what I like about the DJI cameras is
And
their
this is
color.
the
The color
iPhone
space is so
16.
good. Oh, that's with the iPhone?
Yeah, that was with the
What?
iPhone. That last bit right
They
there
kind of look like they've been sitting for 30 years.
was with the iPhone.
Interesting.
Like you notice it's like
Because that's what I noticed, that the color spaces are different with the DJI and the iPhone, but right here it looked pretty cohesive because I couldn't tell the difference.
Did you? What do you think of that one?
No, this is really good so far.
Yeah.
Especially with the text, the info about the shoes. Like, as someone who doesn't know about shoes, I can learn a lot about shoes with this video.
Yeah. So it just a simple. Again, that song is a. This is a iPhone.
That shot is really good. Yeah, the cinematic mode. The cinematic mode is sick.
I like how like the details, the zoom, the 2x zoom is insane. I'm not gonna lie. I'm starting to use it more on my. Look at this. Like it's just all 2x zoom, and the action camera super cool. Can never go wrong with it.
Yeah, that POV shot is really
good.
But
let's yeah. So you like that one too? I want to see if we could get more moving forward. Now let's get into a quick discussion about the DJI Mini. So far, what have you used it? So far, like pretty sure the people will hear it. Well, you're hearing my voice. It's connected to my shirt. Angie is holding it handheld. Right.
I like to hold it. Why is it moving by itself? I really love all the casing of the small rig and the DJI because they really spend time on making sure that the equipment is protected. Like with this one with the mics, like this is pretty sturdy and it'll protect the little baby mics inside.
You're starting already?
Yes.
So we just went on a little,
Because
not
audio
even break.
counts.
Just the gimbal died on us, and we're back
Technical
though.
difficulties.
It's just super hot. It's like one of the hottest days I think we've had.
I don't
in a
have a
long
fan and I don't have AC. I'm sorry.
So, yeah. So we're talking about the DJI Mini, the mini mics. Angie, tell me, what have been using them for? And but before you tell us, talk about like what happened right now with the DJI and the gimbal setting this up.
I feel like, well, the gimbal, first of all, is very intimidating because I still don't know how to use it till this day. But it is super helpful, especially right now with the overhead angle that we got going on. And essentially, you always have to make sure your stuff is charging. In the middle of the podcast episode, the gimbal did die on us, and that will stop your recording. But so yeah, I feel like, and every time we connect the DJI mics, also we have to like test that they're actually linked into both linked. So right now we were able to troubleshoot that.
And we check with voice memo.
Yeah, voice memo is a great way to check that your audio is working. You could always just record something and hear the audio, but the best way I'd say is to see the audio wavelengths.
Yeah. That's what we do. Like usually Angie goes to the other room and
yeah, so that's super helpful. But if you're alone, that's another great way to do it. Is just open your voice memo app and you'll be able to see if your mics are linked. And another thing is to make sure that there's no blinking lights on your mics. I feel like a blinking light, it's kind of like a red flag sometimes.
Yeah, it's gotta be solid green.
Yeah, solid green.
Solid green.
They're both solid green right now. But yeah,
it was kind of a pain. The first time it was a breeze.
Yeah, but that's what content is about. It's constantly troubleshooting, especially if you're new to equipment. But that's what I love about DJI and small rig is that it is actually very intuitive. We didn't have to look up the instructions or the manual or anything. We just kind of like figured it out on our own. Also, I guess in our defense, we are very tech savvy.
Yeah. You have used this for an episode already, right?
Yes.
Which one did you use it for?
I used it for my latest episode. It's on YouTube now. It's called what did I title it? It's called oh my goodness, I'm blanking.
It's okay.
I used it in my last episode.
We'll have all that stuff in the description, obviously. But yeah, so you use it. Tell me your experience on using this, because Angie has been using the Pocket 3 with the little mic that comes with. But I don't think that one is like connectable with these as well. So it's not like we could have a third person. So we would actually need to use the Pocket 3 as camera A, like camera B or even camera C to use the other person's voice. If you think about it, only they're with the combine everything, I guess. But yeah, this thing is so so what has been like your experience with it using this? And you also put it on the small rig cage. But before we get into small rig, just tell me about the
mics.
Yeah, the mics.
So I used
for this episode that you just used it.
Yes. They're super tiny and super cute, and that's just the girl's perspective. They're very easy to travel with. It comes with that case which is very helpful.
It's like a battery pack too.
Yes, it'll already charge your stuff. And again, like it's so intuitive because it has lights that will let you know if something's dying and something is not being linked. And when I used it in that episode, I did use a small rig to stabilize my shot. It was literally just me leaving it on a bench at a park.
You didn't put a I thought you took your tripod.
No, I didn't. No, it was
cool.
it was a bench at a park, and then I used the small rig for the angle that I needed. And then basically what you do is remove this top part so that you are able to connect the USB-C to USB-C cord. That's what we're using right now.
The reason I don't want to bring out the adapter that's in here, just because I think it's gonna, I don't know if it will interfere with the adapter that's on the gimbal. I'm not trying to risk it.
Yeah,
but so you just put it easily right here.
Yes.
And then the USB-C to USB-C.
Yeah.
To connect to the iPhone 16.
Yeah.
While using the Small Rig Pro.
Yeah, that's what I did.
The Small Rig.
And there's gonna be like an unboxing that you're gonna post, and you guys should totally check out the unboxing videos. They're gonna be great and very informative. But again, like, this stuff is super intuitive. It's very easy.
The V&D filter.
And I haven't used that yet, but that's great. Oh, actually, we tried it once, like a while ago.
You know what? Like, I think summer's coming up. This is gonna be a great tool for that.
When there's way too much light and your shots are overexposed. But that first episode, the latest episode that I posted, it was on a cloudy day, and I guess another thing to mention is that with that episode, I did film it with my iPhone 16 Pro.
What range were you from your phone? For like people to know about like the range.
Oh, with the mic, like I walked like 20 feet away, so it was no issues, nothing. It adds production value because, you know, you're not dealing with background noise. And that day, you know, there's a street right next to me, and then there's like kind of like the Pacific Highway down the hill, and then there's like people walking, running, and you didn't hear any of that in my episode.
Yeah, it's so crisp.
It's super crisp. Also because I do use an enhancing effect on CapCut, but that's another story.
Yeah. That's
portable. Using equipment that's portable, affordable, intuitive. I think you guys have to keep checking out this podcast, checking out Media Productions, checking out Mario's uploads, because you're gonna learn so much about how to use this stuff. But again, do not be intimidated. This is gonna, with time. I mean, even today we had to troubleshoot some stuff, and you have to be open to learning. But again, small rig, DJI, super user friendly.
And iPhone, you know, like a lot of people, I think, like, out of all of these tools right here on the table, I think this could take your content creation to the next level.
The mics.
With the mics. And if you're filming on a phone, like right now, obviously this is connected with the gimbal and has the tripod set up. But I'm talking about, like, let's say you're just, you know, vlogging, you kind of place it somewhere, the phone. Dude, it could totally be used with these little mics, like in a whole different level. So I think this is a good piece for any content creator, and I would definitely recommend them to get it.
100%. It starts with the audio. It'll elevate your production so much, and you'll feel more legit too. Like, I love holding. I know, like you have it snapped onto your shirt. That's an option. I like to hold it because, I don't know, I feel like it gives an aesthetic and a vibe. Like, it helps me speak.
It's your style too. I'm telling you, like, I think you need a podcast microphone.
Yes. I know, eventually, but this is good for on the go though. That's what's awesome about the DJI. It is portable. You can take it anywhere.
You know, it's like you could even do, like, you know how a podcast, like, I guess this style, when we have mics and all that stuff. But right now, obviously, we're testing these out. When we have the Blue Yeti is all set up with the stands, it's like you are on set and you're very limited to where you could do it, because you have to have, like, proper space and stuff for the
Blue Yeti
and all that stuff.
Super heavy.
But with these things, you could have a straight up, like, portable podcast if you wanted to, and have even guests. So that's awesome. But now moving on to Angie. Pretty much, Angie, what's your YouTube name, and pretty much give me a summary of what your YouTube channel is about.
Yes. So my YouTube channel is called A Shift Is Happening, and it's pretty much just like a soft place for people to land when they're trying to look for deeper meaning in their lives. So I
When people
speak
are depressed and stuff.
when people are depressed or trying to be motivated to follow their dreams and be successful. Like my biggest theme or like niche or hashtag is Hope Core, HOPE Core. And basically, if you look that up on any social media platform, all these videos about, motivation and encouragement and compassion. So that's pretty much my page. It's kind of like a stream of consciousness of where I am sharing what I'm going through, not in detail on my personal stuff, more so like, okay, like, hey, today I had a horrible day. These are all my negative thoughts, and this is what I'm gonna do to shift it around. Yeah, it's like a visual diary.
I think people relate to it. You know what I mean? I think that's the thing that
it is for people.
Does happen. Yeah, like people relate to it, and that's why people like tune in with you. And it's growing. I'm seeing it, so that's really cool.
Yes, it makes me very happy. It helps me with my mental health, and like already, like, even though my page is very small right now, a lot of the comments are giving me proof that people are resonating. Is it still recording? It is.
Back from another break. The gimbal died, so it's actually here charging. We're using the small rig cage that was here before. Now we have the DJI adapter on the small rig. Here, actually, can I see your phone real quick? I'm just gonna take a quick snapshot so I could show what we're talking about.
The setup.
Super sick.
I know. Again, content creating. Don't get discouraged when you have technical difficulties or when it's really hot outside. Okay.
Yeah. So kind of going back to what we're talking about. So what made you start also to your YouTube, Angie?
I feel like it started from actually a dark place because I feel like I'm the type of person that overthinks a lot sometimes, or just have very, very deep, like heavy feelings. And at the time, maybe like a couple months ago is when I legit started to like think about this channel as like a channel. And basically I was like, okay, I'm sure I'm not the only one feeling super, super depressed and lost. So I'll make videos about, how I managed to manage those feelings, and in the hopes that, and then for some reason, whenever I would finish my video, I would finish in the tone of encouragement. Like it's like, because I'm like speaking to the collective. It's like me speaking to like a friend, or just someone like me. And so naturally,
and I think that's what people are looking for, and I think YouTube is a perfect way that people look for that sort of person to like relate to. And your videos or your message, I think that's what people could relate to the most. For me, for when I feel depressed and stuff like that, YouTube and content creation helps me. But for me, more so, it's running. For me, running helps a lot, physical activity and stuff like that.
That's why I made that little short film videos. Because I feel like that was the way you alchemized your heavy feelings was through running and through the marathon and all that stuff. So when you guys definitely have to check out that short film and the trailer when it comes out. Yeah,
the trailer should be up soon. Maybe even the time when this episode is up. So so I mean, what's the goal here, bro? Like, what are we trying to? Because obviously, we both want to make YouTube our career and stuff like that, and we're both on the path to
100%.
What would be like your goal? Like my goal, I guess it's like, not only be able to make this like living off of it, but make it a business somehow where we could like, even have like friends aboard.
I feel like for me, it's definitely living off of YouTube. Like my dream job is to do YouTube videos. I feel like I think a lot of people are like that. But like we were talking about earlier, the technical difficulties you could come run into are, I think, something that a lot of people get discouraged. Just alone that, you know, like how to set up this, how to set up that, what camera do I need. Because it is frustrating. Right now, we were able to handle it because we're brother and sister. But imagine, we're comfortable with each other. But what if it's your first time with a guest or someone you are intimidated by, maybe, or someone you want to impress, and then this is all happening? People will be like, oh, no, this is not for me. I'm not good at this. It's like, no, that's same with the content. Like, that's what I want to do. I want if I can live off of anything, and that's the thing, like I ask myself, can I see myself in 30 years still doing this? Absolutely. My life will be different. I will look different. Maybe I'll have babies by then. Maybe I'll have a family. Maybe I'll have a home. But the content will never end. Like the search for peace, for like self-development, to deepen the spiritual path, that will never end. So my content will never run out. Same as you, like,
and also too, like
with everything podcast.
you can like, you know, you can like try like develop yourself, your whole page almost, or your content in general, based on what works with you. You know what I mean? Like I started doing sneakers when I was a kid, doing this, and then now it's like, now we're doing like, you know, content creation tools and stuff like that. Yeah, that's what goes on
This
the
looks
phone.
so cool.
So
This looks really cool.
yeah, so like you could totally switch and do everything. That's why I really wanted to start Everything Podcast, because everybody always talks about when you're creating a YouTube channel, it has to be only one niche or one thing. But I do a lot of things. Like I run, I do videos, play video games, you know, just what else? Soccer, freaking
Your store, like sneakers.
sneakers, Alto 213, you know what I mean? So there's a lot of stuff that I genuinely do. Motorcycles too. So it's like, I just wanted to put it all together. And then that's why I kind of came up with Everything Podcast. I know it's a little bit more stretch of like what typically is recommended, but like right now we're tackling so many things, and I'm pretty sure a lot of your viewers that know you from your content, you never know, what if they're seeing you in a different way now. Because, you know, your tone is different, you're talking a little bit, you know, normal, because this is our normal conversation.
I think that's awesome. You have so many different elements to you. And that's why I think that YouTubers like you are so important to have, because your story and the way you're passionate about so many different things. But the difference between you and others is that you actually pursue these passions. And then with the Everything Podcast, that's one, it's a genius name. And then two, I feel like people are going to want to be a part of it. People are going to find themselves somehow in your channel.
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, I would love to. You know, shout out to a lot of people that support me and stuff like that. And yeah, I would love to. So, but I think we're good when it comes to like the YouTube talk. Until AI takes over. Now we're jumping into AI. The nitty gritty. Yeah, the AI thing. So I sent you some AI reels. This is Angie's first time ever watching these reels, and me too. So let me hold it. Actually, that's what she said. Let me see the phone.
My phone?
Hold it right here. Yeah.
Oh, okay. You're gonna go to my Instagram.
Put up to my chat.
Okay.
Like that I sent you, and I want to show you them. Just.
Oh my goodness. He's always sending me reels to react to.
So this one, I think. So this is AI. So pretty much AI is like, I guess you can just tell AI to create videos and
create anything. Yeah.
Yeah. And the reason I sent you, because this is like one of your all-time favorite movies, and I'm not even trying to watch it right now just because I don't want to get it spoiled.
Okay.
So yeah, let's check it out. Okay. Yeah, let me know what you think.
I'm scared.
Oh wait, no! Oh shit! It's not. I'm so sorry.
It's
guys.
jacked.
He died, man.
Anyways,
so that's AI.
That's insane.
That was AI, and the reason I showed you, like I said, it's one of your favorite movies of all time.
Yes, it
and
is.
This is kind of another one.
First day on the Titanic.
Is it? Yeah. So this
Next
is like the
Your
Mongols,
Village.
I think.
Oh my gosh.
From Genghis Khan. I'm sorry, I'm illiterate. I don't know who this is.
You're not illiterate. I make Adam's nervous.
Albert Einstein.
gosh,
I think that's Neil Armstrong when they went to the moon, which is fake. Oh,
no,
that's
yeah, I've seen like these AI remakes.
And 30 guys inside.
There are people in there, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, because that's the one where they overthrow the
that's
kingdom.
Troy falls. Yeah. That's funny.
What the?
So it's just
No, yeah, I've seen it. That's beautiful.
look.
I've seen these AI remakes of like they basically tell AI to recreate something like this of when like Jesus was here and chilling with his disciples and stuff, and it's so wholesome and like funny. But it's crazy.
What do you think so far of those? Those are pretty funny.
They're funny.
This one right here, I don't know. So this one is a AI thing, but I don't know. I don't know if it's AI. It's one of those where is it AI or is it not AI?
Let me see.
So this one is of mass. I think it's AI.
What
obviously,
the hell?
yeah.
That's obviously AI.
I don't know, bro.
There's
that
no
looks really
freaking
good,
way.
though. Yeah, it is AI.
Dude, that shit looks like a movie. It's AI.
There's a story of in World War II, a commander, whatever, was on a helicopter. He was flying down below and he saw a gigantic snake like that. And
2 passengers in the plane both reported a 100-foot-long snake. They flew over.
It's about 100.
I mean, I'm sure there's such thing, 100%, but there's no way that's real.
Everybody in the chopper, like they said, yo, that's what's happening, and this is almost like a recreation of that, but
of what they would have seen.
Of what they would have seen.
That is so scary,
bro. This is insane. So yeah, that's pretty much AI. What do you think so far?
I mean, it is.
I thought this was my phone.
No, this is my phone. I think AI is a powerful tool. It's obviously super entertaining to make videos like that. Yeah. And like I said, I use Chat GBT to help me.
Yeah, what's not your just with my like that?
Yeah, it's like not just with my content. Like it helps me like plan my schedule, and low-key like it acts sort of like a therapist sometimes. But how you mentioned earlier, there are some like quote unquote dangers to it, or some codependencies.
Like, there are some, and we're actually gonna have some Google Doc, not a Google Doc, but I searched it on Google notes. And I literally search dangers of Chat GPT or AI.
What does it say?
I'll show you right now, but really kind of going back to kind of in like the the faith. Speaking in the faith level already of Chat GPT, I think it could be really easy to use that or see that as almost like a god, like
but that's
you're
the thing.
actually relying on it.
That's the thing. Like we have discernment. Like literally, I have seen videos of people asking it about, asking the AI, right? Yeah. Saying, hey, like if there was any religion based on your knowledge and based on the data and the internet and about the fact that if you're human and you die, blah blah blah, what is the
top religion?
Like faith and whatever, and it says Jesus Christ. Yeah. So then it's interesting how, but there is danger.
Supports the Bible, and there's a lot of stuff that doesn't. But one thing that I recently heard is that you cannot disprove the Bible. I guess that's what I've heard on a podcast recently, and kind of goes back to like you were saying of even Chat GBT saying, you know, like the most
that it would choose
probable.
Jesus. It said it would
probable religion, I guess.
It's more so the question being asked was if you had to choose any spiritual path.
Okay. Yeah.
Which would make the most sense?
And which one is the most sense?
Which one would you say is based on science, based on all this stuff, and it mentioned Jesus. It mentioned
that's beautiful. I think
it is kind of beautiful, and it really like also because sometimes, dude, I do have that inner conflict of like, already I use it, to kind of like dump all of my negative thoughts sometimes, and what I like about it is that at the end of the day, the job of ChatGPT is for you to produce, to be productive, to create, to plan, right?
Just to be helpful, right?
To be helpful, it's just a little virtual assistant. That's all it is, and you can keep it at that level. Yeah. But we, as humans, we have discernment. We choose to place anything on a pedestal, whether it's ChatGPT, drugs, God, our mental health, whatever it is. And so with ChatGPT, we have to have our boundaries with it too, because I could already notice it with me. I be talking to it more than my friends. And that's not good. I talk to it, I vent to it more than to my friends.
I'm gonna make ChatGPT my girlfriend, bro. Fuck that.
I've heard of many romances, and that's when it can get a little blinded. From Her, the movie Her.
Yeah.
Where he falls for the virtual.
Isn't he that loser? That falls in love with a computer.
Yes.
What a loser.
And that's the thing we have to be aware.
A different level.
That's the thing is that at the like basic level is that this is untangible stuff. It's not something a person you can touch. It's not, something
Yeah, it's
you
a
can
computer.
grab. It is something that can and will disappear.
Chat GPT, I don't know if it will disappear
AI.
now. I don't know.
Well, you know why? Because we assume we will have internet forever. We assume we will have signal forever. But if there's no signal, there's no Wi-Fi.
I wonder-
None of that exists.
Can AI? That's a good question to ask. Can AI exist without internet?
Obviously,
Well, then there you go. Then
Obviously.
what you just said, it doesn't.
it's not.
never die.
No, it will die if there's no internet.
That's why I'm saying, if there's no internet, can AI still exist?
No, it can't.
If there is, oh shoot, my thing is not even on.
AI has never existed
If
until
there
we
is
had
no
internet.
internet,
Until there was
can
a system.
AI
Like technically our iPhone is AI.
Yeah.
An Apple Watch is AI.
Oh, you're not gonna like this
What, it
one.
says
So it
that it
says,
will?
yes, AI can exist without the internet. While many AI applications rely on internet access for training data and processing power, some AI systems can be designed to function offline, particularly in areas like edge computing and local AI.
It needs
These offline all systems utilize pre-trained models and local processing on devices like smartphones or on locked
technology.
devices. So I think, yeah, no, we're fucked.
As long as technology
We're
exists, AI will exist. And we are so addicted to technology and so
I think it
codependent.
went to the
That's
beyond
why
where it
it'll
doesn't
never
matter if
die.
it has internet or not, bro.
Oh well,
It's
well,
gonna
yeah.
take
You know
over.
where it started? If with video games, that's AI.
No, it's not.
I think video games are artificial intelligence,
No, it's
and not to the
Video
level of
games are
Chat
just a
GBT.
computer, Angie, video games
Yes,
are
it's
just
data. What is AI made of? Of data,
talking about video games.
of
But
fucking
no, because
creating paths, like telling the
Yeah.
machine what to do.
no, but that's the thing though. This right here was designed to, no matter what level you get to, it'll always be the same. Like even
Right.
if you
It's
play
in
it 100
a
times.
circle. It's the
Yeah,
story
but,
mode.
But
It's
AI is a whole different.
but
thing.
AI
That's what they want
started
GTA to be. That's what they want GTA to be.
AI like interactive as fuck.
They want not only GTA to be
Oh, shoot.
interactive like that, they wanted to have its own fucking what's that thing
Hmm.
called, the money? What's that thing called? Economy, pretty much a whole economy in GTA 6. They want that to be there.
That's kind of tricky.
They want to kind of almost. I think they will and can not replace but compete with, like, so basketball, right? 2K.
Oh, that's fine.
They
You know
compete
why
with
it's
them.
dangerous, Junior?
Uh.
To do AI with 2K and then AI with GTA? Because in 2K, it's about basketball.
Yeah.
It's about being an athlete. It's wholesome shit. GTA, there's guns, there's crime, there's all this stuff.
life. That's
It's
life, boy.
I know.
That's life,
why.
boy.
That's why we have not everybody has discernment. Not
I guess
everybody has boundaries, and there are people out there who are struggling so much with their inner turmoil. I'm talking about, psychopaths and people who murder. This is opening a door that we shouldn't, in my opinion, because it's not about having fun with the video game anymore. A video game was the perfect way to help us escape our reality and jump into a new one, even if it is already like a first-person shooter. It's not that I'm against first-person shooter games. I love Call of Duty, and especially the zombie games. It's more like, but it was in a controlled environment. If you're adding AI, even more interactive,
Oh yeah,
like,
it's just gonna be like,
I don't know. It's kind of like weird.
Yeah, it's like it's gonna be a virtual reality almost. I could see them, like,
well,
the,
yeah. I mean, they've been having those. I've never tried those.
yeah. So it's like it's a whole world alone that you could get in, and but the thing about GTA 6 is gonna have big technology, like I said, including AI. So who knows what could happen there? And yeah, like, though, I think it's crazy that they want to make it, like I said, they want to have it its own, like a coin, like Bitcoin,
like
stuff like
Bitcoin?
that. So we want to have its own cryptocurrency on there. And
I still don't understand Bitcoin.
something about, like, I heard that some want to go to the extreme where, like, if you get killed in the game, your account gets frozen or your something gets, like, fucked in your system. That's what I heard. And then it's gonna be really immersive though.
Does
I'm
that
gonna
mean
get
that
it.
people can get in debt?
Oh yeah, skins. I'm pretty sure, dude. They're gonna sell so many skins. You know, to customize your character on the video game. Maybe get exclusive vehicles, exclusive weapons, and stuff like that. Which, yes, take my money. Take my money. Yeah, man. So like, it's gonna be dope. But the thing is, kind of going back to Chat GPT, and AI, it's all gonna be somehow connected in there. And who knows, dude, what's gonna happen? Just because of, you know, I think it'll be cool too, though. Don't get me wrong; it's not all bad.
No,
think
it's not all
gonna be
bad. I think
fun.
it's it can be a fun, exciting. AI is a very exciting thing, you know? It just shows how much technology has evolved, like, you know, and
Technology's
it's
insane
actually
now,
very
bro.
helpful. It has helped me so much, but we have to remember the world we need to invest into the most is ours, the
Yeah.
one we're in right now. You know, like people constantly want to escape, and I think that's where it gets tricky with artificial intelligence, is that we're losing touch with our video game,
And also, too,
our
it's like I
world.
think it gives people a, like you said, escape. But
Which is fine. Everything in moderation, though.
but people are not. It's
I
beyond
know.
that, bro. That's
I know.
Not, yeah.
That's
and
why
I
it's
guess I was
scary.
gonna read you. I'm just gonna read you just to like kind of finish off the timeline here.
Okay.
Pretty much the I literally searched up on Google dangers of AI and all that stuff. It says number one is enhancement, cybercrime, and malicious use. This is how AI and ChatGPT can be used in the wrong way. ChatGPT's ability to generate convincing human-like text can be an exploiting for creating highly sophisticated phishing emails and social engaging schemes, potentially leading to identity theft, fraud, and data breaches. So that's a way that, you know, ChatGPT. Think about it, like, you know, those text messages that we got recently earlier about supposed you owe $6.99 to the DMV or whatever.
Oh yeah,
So imagine someone
Yeah.
sends a really good email,
yeah.
knowing
That
shit
seems
about
legit.
you.
Oh my god,
Imagine
Or
like they have all
assuming-
your data and they could do that. Someone could actually do that. Send you such like
that's scary.
they'll send you all your information because of all your data on your phone.
Literally today, I had sent screenshots to ChatGPT about this big, like over 100,000 follower Instagram account that supposedly wanted to repost my my content, and I just reached out to ask a little bit more about it, and I ran it through ChatGPT, and it told me that it seems like a scam. Don't send it
No
anything. So
way.
it's kind of like ironic that it could be used
Yeah,
for scam, but then I'm using it to help me.
to the other way around.
Yeah. So it's discernment.
You're helping it. You're exactly like you're using ChatGPT to help you
Yeah.
prevent getting into scams.
Yeah.
And
While
there's
other
some
people-
out there, they're using ChatGPT to get other people into scams or
With
get
great
people
power
scammed.
comes great responsibility.
I like this one for number 4, new search and areas of concern. One is mental health and emotional over reliance.
Yeah,
So this is
I
exactly
could,
this is
yeah.
from Google, bro. So
Yeah.
research explores the potential impact of AI on mental well-being, with studies showing correlations between higher chat box usage and increased loneliness, dependence, and problematic use. So that stuff, yeah, I could see the loneliness and dependence.
Yeah.
And like I said, that kind of goes, like, forget about, like, let's say you don't believe in anything, like you're not Christian, stuff like that. You say you're atheist. But then now that there's something called AI, I think for a lot of atheists, that would be a god if you think about it. Because you could ask it anything. And if you really don't believe in anything, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You have something now that will tell you anything if you ask it. It's almost like we not to give it away, but we're talking about, we're gonna start another type of business. We're currently in the process of maybe even thinking about starting a business. And ChatGPT has been kind of backing us up,
Yeah,
and so far
yeah.
all of our ideas that we implemented ChatGPT, asking if it's good. Good news is it's saying that so far so good. So, but I'm saying, like, that whole thing of the mental reliance thing, yeah, bro, that's a serious thing, and I
Yeah.
can see how people,
Yeah.
like, I haven't used it. I don't use ChatGPT or AI like that. I guess the closest thing I'm getting to it, me personally, is like looking stuff up on Google search bar. and I ask it
That
questions
already,
now, and
yeah.
that's AI, right? It says literally says
It's basically
AI.
AI. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
no different than Chat GBT, and then it's another
But
website
you
that
have
generates the
conversations with it,
Titanic.
though.
Sometimes, yeah, sometimes I do, but I do also know
Like
my
it's
limit
you're able. Not, I said that
Yeah.
wrong. Not that you're
Yeah.
able to have conversations
with it. Yeah,
and it will
it's
respond
responsive.
as a
Yes.
person. With Google,
Yeah.
you can't do that. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So,
That's
but
the difference.
I get what you're saying. Like the whole like it's already AI, but
It
that's
is
already
already
AI.
AI.
Once you could ask, and it comes up with like, hey, do this or do that, because it could tell you. You know, it was telling us that pretty much.
Like the next steps. What are the next steps?
yeah.
That's what I kind of like about it, is that even though you dump, let's say you're having very dark thoughts, like I don't know, ending your life or something, it will, or at least my experience, I don't know, maybe some people do use it like for an evil or for a different
yeah.
way,
Oof,
but like for
bruh.
me, if I were to
Get
dump
me
those
started.
thoughts,
Yeah.
it'll remind me, of no, like, you have a beautiful life, like it'll be
Oh,
so
shit.
positive, yeah,
Yeah.
and to like want me to create
Is
some
that like a setting you to
affirmations.
do it?
To be honest, when I first started it,
I want it rough.
I did
I want it to be like, man,
that's what
you
she said.
suck.
When I first got the membership for ChatGPT, I wrote a paragraph about how I wanted it to talk to me. Like, no,
This
literally,
is women's
like
problem.
this is no, this is what do you? It has nothing to do with that. It's discernment.
and I
It's
guarantee you
me.
you'll be mad at
I
it.
know the power of artificial intelligence, but I know my power too and my discernment. And I wanted to use ChatGPT to help me be productive and maybe help me a little bit with my feelings
Yeah.
and like
Hears
to help
you
me
out
understand. Yeah,
That's dependence, dude.
that's
You're falling
dependence.
for it.
Yes, I am,
You're
and
fucked.
that's why,
Discern.
and not rely on technology, because just like that, if I stop paying my membership, it's gonna forget everything I've told it the past month, bro. That's not my friend. You know, if you know what I'm saying. Like I
No,
remind
friends,
myself
there's
that.
some people that do that. They're not friends, but they're people.
But
that
they'll
still
do that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
no,
anyways,
it's
Angie,
tricky. But yeah, that's
thank
AI.
you so much for being
course.
on this podcast. We've been
But
having
yeah, we
a
can
great
go
time.
on and on and on, can't we?
We could always. It's been awesome. We have a lot of technical difficulties, but we finally got it done.
Thank you for sticking around, guys.
Thank you to DJI for all this awesome
small rig.
alien-like equipment, technology, small rig. Small rig's devices, bro, like all their stuff is really well made. The cages are just another level of, of tool that you could use. So thank you, Small Rig. I love all their products. I have the Brandon Lee, and Angie has the matted black one, which is awesome. I kind of wish I had the matted black, but the Brandon Lee is a matted green, so I love that one better, even more. I mean, any other
really cool.
outro? Anything you want to say, Angie? Anything the viewers can expect? Kind of plug what you have upcoming and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Well, make sure to stay tuned. And thank you for having me as your first guest.
Yes,
it means
thank you.
everything. And I encourage everybody to keep to subscribe, to comment what you resonated with the most, because it is Everything Podcast. We talked a little bit about everything.
And where can they find you?
And y'all can find me at Angie Bats, 2 E's, 2 Z's, or just look me up on YouTube. A shift is happening.
Nice. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Be sure to like and subscribe and click that bell for notifications.
Yes.
And I'll see you guys in the next. I wonder who my next guest will be. We'll make them do something like funny as fuck in the beginning. But thank you guys. I'll see you guys next time. Say bye, Angie.
Bye.